We are very privileged to showcase an award-winning educator, edupreneur, who has been teaching for more than 2 decades. Last month, she was awarded a title of Prime Ambassador by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology in India. And for everyone's information, there are just 2 people with that title in India, and she has achieved it by putting her time and efforts in completing cloud computing course by Amazon Web Services and by completing acquiring data course by Accenture in the same time. A global career counselor from the University of California, Los Angeles, a certificate holder from Harvard Business School of Education on leading schools. Her last position as a head of school in Gurgaon was at the heels of her turning her into an edupreneur and upskilling herself. She's Sonia McPherson, representing India, and her session title is Expressions to Impressions. Hello, Sonia, how are you?
Hi, Anusha, that was amazing. I didn't know I was doing so well. You made it sound amazing. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. We are extremely honored to have you here, and we're really excited for your session, and the stage is yours. Thank you.
I'll start sharing my screen, Anusha, now.
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you so much. So we come to the last day, last person, and we have heard, I would not say food for thought. I think we had a platter, buffet, a la carte, starting from Gavin, ending with Sonia McPherson. And here we are, the last speaker. First of all, let me thank you, Anusha and Gavin, for bringing me on this platform, hosting me. You don't know what you're giving me, very honestly. So my vote of thanks will take another few minutes, so I may extend a little time. Let me jump start with my presentation, Expression to Impression. We have been taking a lot of expressions, the thoughts from various speakers across the globe, Egypt, Africa, America, Canada, Gulf, name it, and it's there. And the expressions are causing impressions. So that's how I start. A very good evening from India to all the stalwarts of the education fraternity. I welcome you all, and we all are very glad to see each other. I'm sure the feeling is mutual. If I say, is communication the key? Will you all agree? Keep penning down your thoughts in the chat box. Please, I request you all. The cameras are off, but there is a small activity with this communication, the key. Could you all fetch a small sheet of paper? And I will just take 2 minutes for this activity. You may have done it. No harm in doing it again. Absolutely small sheet of paper, just about tiny bit. Oh, that's massive, beautiful. Just take one, which you can just crumple up or do few things on that sheet. Could I see some yeses, nos? Is it there? Could I just see some? Yes, I have. Yes, I have a sheet of paper with me. Yes. Okay. Unmei saying yes. Thank you. Oshita, thank you. Otima, thank you. Thank you. I'll be turning on the camera on in case, Anusha, you permit me or give me the access for a couple of them once this activity is done. I see. Oh, great. I see a couple of yes. So I start with the activity. Fold it in half. I'm very clear. Fold it in half. My second instruction comes. Fold the paper in half again. No worries. It's okay. Anusha, could you just help me out that you have messaged me? Is it possible? Could you just do that? No worries at all. I'm okay, but see if you can just help me out.
Sure. Maybe you can minimize your screen and just click on present.
Minimize. Okay, give me a second.
You're using Canva. That's amazing.
I'm on Canva. You have given me addiction. Gavin has given me addiction to Canva. I can't go to MS. I find it obsolete now. No worries. And I don't know now how to go about that one now.
So you can just exit and just click the
I stop sharing. I stop
stop
sharing.
sharing, click cross icon, and when you share your screen, now, are you using a laptop, just one screen,
Yes.
or you have two screens?
I'm on MacBook.
You just have one screen. So
Yeah.
what you can do is you can just simply click present. That's all. Just simply click present. You go to
Basic advanced files. This is here. It's just coming straight away because I think it's open.
let me just share you my
Is
screen.
this okay? Is this okay? Is this better?
It is better. Yes, it is better.
Great. Thank you, Anusha. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Right. So the first instruction, fold it in half. And the second instruction, fold the paper in half again. The third one coming up, tear off the bottom right corner. Thank you, Sylvia. I know we all love Canva. Yes, Francis, we all are addicted to Canva. Great. Okay. The fourth instruction, turn the paper upside down. The last one, tear off the other bottom right corner. Great. Now, the paper is in front of you. And could Anusha, could you just say if anyone is saying yes, they would like to show that paper? Maybe a couple of them can.
Is saying yes.
Great, Usman. We would love to see your sheet. What has happened to your sheet? Navani, okay, wow. Thank you, Francis. That was okay. Great, great. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, wow, look at that one with the hole in the center. Okay, great. Anusha, just see if anyone else is saying yes. Come on, we are good in number. At least a couple more will do. Sylvia, oh my, she made a pattern for Diwali. Wow, I love that. I know. Oh, this is beautiful. I think we are good. So what do you feel? What did you notice? I gave standard 5 instructions to everyone, very clear, but I see very different output. What happened to the paper? Did anyone feel that you have gone wrong somewhere? Can you just click yes or no? Did anyone feel after looking at someone else's sheet? Did you feel, am I wrong? Like, maybe this is not the result. Maybe Sonia is wanting something else. Absolutely, Francis. Oh, Sylvia, please don't say that. Oh, yes. Adisa is saying you felt that you missed a step. Okay. Anyone else? Somehow, yes. All right. So, how could there be so many interpretations when I gave the same set of instructions? Was there only one right way to do this exercise? Let's consider that the paper represents your opinion or perspective. What does the exercise tell you about the perspective? Can I have a couple of thoughts, opinions, beliefs coming in the chat box? Just a few. I'll feel good about it. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Can I have 2, 3? Yes, our way of taking in information is different. The perspective. No worries, Pratima. But thank you for putting in a little chat, Pratima. Is it right or wrong with the perspective? Most welcome, Pratima. Is it something right or wrong? Yes, Ranjana, looking 6 and 9. So is communication the right key? Is communication the key is what I am talking here. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Your chat is building up my confidence. My first set of takeaway for everyone is ready. And it says that one experience or expression may lead to multiple interpretations or impressions. Thank you, everyone. You were with me with that activity. There's a short story of Alice and the Giant Emptiness. It's about 3 minutes something. It's a YouTube story. Give me a minute. Thank you for being patient. Just fiddling between the screens. Oh, Anushka, Anusha, will you just, I need to go to YouTube for this story.
Just send me the link so I can share it in my screen, on my screen.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
It'll be easier for you.
Yeah, can you see in the notes there? Could you take it? Possible?
No, it's not possible for me to copy from the, yeah, you can just copy the link.
Oh, okay, I'm doing it. I'll take it. I'm unable to open another window. Okay. No. Thank you for being patient, everyone. I'm just trying to
That's
show.
okay.
I think I kept everything too ready and now I'm unable to take it. See, can you do it now?
Sure, just one moment.
Great, thank you.
Sonia, it says this video isn't available anymore.
Don't tell me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Is it visible? Is my screen visible?
No. You have stopped screen sharing.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you. But we are not able to hear the sound.
It's loud, but it's more of the animation. It's just a music. It's just animated, no words. Feel free to type in your thoughts that come out. Tiny little girl. And we all can see she's not too happy. We all can see that. Do we see something happening with the girl? I finally see smile on her face. Rejecting children in Australia. They live in disadvantage. Together we can make a difference. Yes, any thoughts? Would love to hear something. Did anyone observe the tiny hole which eventually became so big, but it transformed her with some light? Could I have some thoughts coming in? All right. We come to the next set of takeaways. Yes. Yes, Ranjana, thank you. Words are powerful. What she was taking in was creating. Absolutely, Usman. Thank you so much. Every little thought that comes up on the chat box makes me feel more connected with my audience and you with me so that we take our things forward. We go to another story, Empa. Empa is again a tiny girl. Oh, yes, girls, yes, there's a little happening here. This girl, give me a minute, it's on, I think, the other. Yeah, here we go. This tiny little girl is in a family I'm sure the slide is pretty self-descriptive. And thank you, Gavin, once again for giving me the premium. And I'm part of the premium and I'm using Canva all the time. She is in a family where there is verbal violence. She is body shamed. She is not okay. Well, I would like to share here, this is not copied, taken from anywhere. This is from real life instances within my family. She grows up into a very quiet, introvert, practically a solitary person. It's time for Empa to go to university, and there she does not meet a bunch of friends, as a universe may say that she meets. No. There's another boy, Ty, and she's in her solitude. She is not wanting to be a part of the group and enjoy the life, the university, the school. Ty figures out that she is suffering with self-isolation, psychology complexes, into I can't, and she is not okay. There are certain issues with this girl. Ty tries to help gradually with course of time. There is healing. He inspires, empowers her to achieve herself, come out of certain things. He looks after her as a friend. And there is definitely a connection between Empa and Dai because there is healing. So when H, the healing, comes, the Empa and Dai becomes empathy. There is empathy when there is healing. The slide of this story, the last slide of this story, is not the end. So let's begin empathizing. As said by practically every speaker out here, empathizing, and that is the title of our global conference, Empathy in Education. Could I have some thoughts here? Could you please bring in your thoughts? Anyone? One or two thoughts, opinions, I would appreciate. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Anusha. Anu, you are the front runner for everything. So it's time for the next set of takeaway. And are we ready? That words are so powerful. There is need for empathy. Thank you. Sman needs a helping hand. And when you lend that helping hand, it has to be supported by the right set of words. What I speak to you is causing impression in your mind, in your heart. You are making a framework of Sonia McPherson. You are into that mode. What I speak. Let us connect some dots. Absolutely. We go into in our day-to-day, how do we come across to our partners, to our children, our parents, our neighbors, our colleagues, seniors, and most importantly, our students, because that's the focus, whom we are shaping, and in the bargain, they are instrumental in transforming us. Is it right in every manner I speak, every time we speak and every time we connect with them? Is it correct? Is it the right junction? May not be 100% every time. Do I take out my chores frustration on, if not on many, but at least on one student because I could not wind up my laundry last evening? Is it coming out on my children next morning? My partner isn't planning a family holiday, so do I vomit that out on my students the next morning? My teenager daughter is driving me up the gum tree. She's a teenager. Is it enough of a reason for me to be rude to my subordinates in school? My partner did not come back home last night. Is it going to trigger me in the classroom when I'm delivering my subject? Do I qualify as a responsible and accountable adult to so many young minds? Do I separate myself from being an educator in its true sense? I am answerable to the community and more to myself. Let us all pledge to express responsibly. Social psychologist Ellen Langer tested the power of a single word in an experiment where she asked to cut in line at a copy machine. She tried 3 different ways of asking, "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use a Xerox machine?" 60% said, okay. "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use a Xerox machine because I'm in a rush?" 94% said, okay. "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use a Xerox machine because I have to make some copies?" 93% said, okay. It's all about words. So the other day while talking to a friend, the conversation of my son came up and I mentioned how he likes to read, and my friend asked, "Is he some kind of nerdy?" It's a very casual sentence, my friend. My initial response was to go on defensive mode and say something, "Hell no, he's not nerdy." But before I did that, though, I realized my friend isn't trying to make something like that offensive. I don't think he even realized he spotted out that word or he even chose that question. He was only trying to differentiate whether or not my son was being more academic or athletic in nature. It's very simple. Nothing serious. Is he nerdy? In another instance, a colleague was telling me about his sister and the new husband. His new brother-in-law is into weightlifting, naturally tall, but due to weightlifting, he's also considerably bigger than the average person. In this case, my colleague used the word big or huge to describe him. As a guy, those words are okay, and it provides a pretty good idea of the stature. The term big or huge is not offensive. In fact, my colleague's brother-in-law, if he hears it, would be proud that he was being referred to be big and huge. Wow, yes. Another instance. These are examples where these words, big and huge, would not be appreciated when describing a person. For example, if my colleague were to use same words to describe his sister, he would probably get punched in his mug. However, if the same colleague used the word big for a 4-year-old daughter, that would be an accomplishment for that small girl to hear that, yes, I'm a big girl. So, know what you want to say. Pause before speaking and answering. Pay attention. And here KISS means keep it simple, absolutely simple. Be responsible for your words and quit the negative thoughts which come to your mind. So we sum it up, the ability to use right words empowers all and helps to communicate more effectively to make a more lasting impression. And that's my presentation. Let's keep connecting the dots. Let's go into the physiology of certain things that we have been talking, and in past 20-30 minutes we are into. I'm talking about emotional hijack. The term amygdala hijack was first coined by Daniel Goleman in his 1995 book titled Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. Goleman's term aims to recognize that we have an ancient structure, the amygdala, that is designed to respond swiftly to a threat, where the threat is real to survival or not. What is amygdala? It's a tiny almond-shaped structure in the midbrain. Wow, are we learning biology? No, nothing. I'll quickly flip through, don't worry. And it is a forming part of the limbic system. This structure is known as the emotional hub of the human brain and plays a vital role in fear and the fight or flight response we as educators know. Now, what is emotional hijack or amygdala hijack? It refers to a situation where the amygdala overrides a person's ability to respond rationally to a perceived threat. It's not there. It's a perception. The logical brain gets impaired due to emotional outbursts caused by amygdala. It's something like overwriting a written word. Whatever you want to say or feel, it's ruled out, and amygdala hijack takes over your system, and your conscious thoughts are overruled. We come to the child, the emotional outburst. Experiencing child adversity can also produce long-lasting structural and functional changes. Yes, we are evolving in organs also when there are frequent hijacks, emotional outbursts. And this is all in the childhood when the child is growing up. Bullying, as we saw, Empa's story as we saw, and Alice's story that we have seen. Also affecting the hormones involved in the amygdala hijack. As a result, the emotional reaction in these children is lowered due to repeated sensitization of the circuit. This means they are overly sensitive, and they result in heightened activation of a neural circuit. So according to the study of Adamak and Shallow in 2000, they suggested though the children who experienced childhood maltreatment were at higher risk of developing anxiety and related disorders. Thus, it could be that who experienced adverse childhoods, as my journey is with you for past 20-30 minutes, have more amygdala hijacks, overreact to stress, and have difficulty in regulating their emotions because a tiny little almond has overgrown. I have highlighted empathy. Empathy plays a vital role in increasing emotional intelligence where there is emotional hijack. Why empathy? That's the title that we are taking forward in the journey of the past 1 week for this conference. Let us try to complete the picture now. So when we are talking, how have you done this? You could have done it better. Why did you do this? Could we do like this? I'm talking about contradicting statements. So when we are communicating with our students to be more productive and focused, can we just slash feedback and talk about feed forward? Not okay, not okay. I have grown up in a school where it was always a feedback. I've been a principal. We give feedback for the subordinates for their annual appraisal. their 13th month salary is based on the feedback. Let's shun it. From this moment, let's talk about feed forward. This concept was originally created by executive coaching guru Marshall Goldsmith in the Essence for Future Improvement. It may not sound like a big difference, but it is completely different to the person who is perceiving and taking. So expressions of my words are impressions on the heart of the next person. So when you talk about feed forward, there are two significant problems with receiving feedback. One is it can hurt. We all know that. Even when I'm called by the director to his office, I know I'm gone. I'm already perceiving a threat. A fight-flight situation is active. There may be amygdala hijack if I am not conscious of my emotions. And the second is that feedback is in past. We can't do much about it. Let's talk forward. We're talking about words today. I'm weaving the story of words today. So let's talk about our social media. Great words to use on Google. Great words for LinkedIn. Yes, for headlines, bullet points, and subject lines, amazing words. Yes, the right words can make more lasting impressions than 1,000 of Porthos kisses.
Hi, Sonia. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Are you changing slides, because we're not able to see the slide change? Or is it
right now? I'm on thank you slide. Are you there with me?
No, we are on slide number 13 with you.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll share the screen again. I'll take a run through again. Were you able to see these slides, Anusha?
Yes, we are able to see it now, but before it was, yeah.
Thank you so much for telling me. I'll come to 13 and I'll take a minute, take you through. We have seen till here, apparently 13th. I was talking about the Xerox machine and expressing the reason that I'm in a rush. And that's when 94% said, okay. Anusha, am I okay now?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. So this was a small story that I mentioned about how my colleague spoke about my son. Is he nerdy? And I said, I didn't say anything because I perceived his mindset. He's not wanting to speak nerdy for my son, but he's trying to differentiate. Is he academic or an athletic by nature? I did speak about two words, big and huge. So if I use big for a person working out in gym 4 hours a day, he'll take it as a compliment. But if someone is talking about my sister, she's big, probably I'll punch in the face. How dare you use the word big? At the same time, for my tiny daughter, who's just 4 years old, if someone says, oh, Lisa, you're growing big, she may take it as a compliment. The words play a vital role when we're addressing someone. These were the key takeaways. Know what you want to say. Pause before speaking and answering. Pay attention. Keep it simple. Be responsible for your words and quit the negative thoughts if they're coming to your mind. No negative thinking. Our mind is like a garden bed. If we plant powerful and positive seeds, for our whole being will flourish. I do have a short clip. I think I can open it. Again, I'll keep switching between the screens. Anusha, could you help me out here if I
Yes.
share it in the chat box?
Yes, please. Sure.
Is it there?
No, not
No.
at the moment.
No, I haven't. Not been able to take it. I'll try to share. That's just about a minute. And then I wanted to have your views on the big and the huge. Is my screen visible to all, first of all?
No, it's not. You have stopped sharing, Sonia. Thank you.
Right. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you so much. Could I have some thoughts on big, huge, nerdy? Could I have the Xerox, please? Because I'm in a rush. There were a couple of daily life statements that we use, the words that help us to connect with each other. Could I have some thoughts coming out? Thank you, Jyoti. Words matter, to be used wisely. Anyone sharing thoughts? Thank you, Sylvia. Words have huge power, massive power. So we come to the next set of takeaways. Wonderful. I must say that's beautifully said. We have to be consistent with rehearsing the words carefully in our head before we voice them out. Oh, move Numi. I'm so sorry. Adesoy, is it okay? I should not be pronouncing it incorrectly. Adesoy, is it okay if I speak it? The ability to use the right words empowers all and helps to communicate more effectively to make a more lasting impression. Do you all agree with this takeaway? A couple of yeses will help me. Great, thank you so much. We are connecting the dots further. I was talking about amygdala hijack. This term came in 1995 book of Daniel Goleman. And amygdala actually is a tiny structure in our brain. I'll take you to the physiology of our system. It's a tiny almond-shaped structure in the midbrain, and it plays a very vital role in fight or flight response. Could you see there? Can you see the tiny there? So when you talk about an emotional hijack or amygdala hijack, it refers to when a person's ability to respond rationally is absolutely impaired, because amygdala hijacks our rational thoughts. The study in 2000 by Adamek and Shallow mentioned that the children who experienced maltreatment were at a higher risk of developing anxiety-related disorders, that is in their childhood. The story of Alice, story of Empa, that's totally mine. I have the right copyrights to Empa's story. And these children are overly sensitive to the stressor, resulting in heightened activation of neural circuits in the stress. So children who experience amygdala hijacks It means they have had adverse childhoods and they have difficulty in regulating their emotions. And 5 basic competency proposed by Goldman, I highlight empathy, the theme of our education week from 24th to 28th. Empathy has great healing powers. Let's complete the picture now. So when we talk to our students, this was not okay, you could have done better. We are talking about non-productive and non-focused, as we are not concentrating on future. That's feedback. Let's talk about feed forward. This concept of feed forward came in by Marshall Goldsmith, talking about future improvement. There's a little difference in words, but the person who's listening, it makes exponential difference for him or her to move forward. So when you're talking about feedback, it hurts and it is in the past. But feed forward by Marshall Goldsmith makes things simple, clear. The vision is towards future and makes me more productive. Let's come to the English language when you talk about effective words. Wonderful words to share on Google. We are all social media people. Age no bar. I Googled these words. They really stand out if you use it on LinkedIn. I'm sure we are all connected on LinkedIn. If not, I'll share my LinkedIn profile. Please do connect. These are the 20 most influential words for headlines, bullet points, subject lines. Simple words, persuasive words, and curiosity-driving words. The list is never ending. So right words can make a more lasting impression than 1,000 of Porthos kisses, with which I end my presentation. And I like to speak a few words when it is thank you, that life isn't measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. It's been an exciting and heartwarming journey ever since I was recognized by this wonderful man, Gavin, as a global education influencer this year. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you, Anusha. Words are falling short. Many thanks, Gavin, for making my life interesting by introducing me to so beautiful educators and giving me a platform today that I'm connected across the globe over a few clicks, which may have gone a little haywire. Excuse me for that. Gavin and Anusha, you both have weaved a family of educators across the globe. And our family is Education Influence. Thank you for giving me time, space, and opportunity to collaborate with so many, take back and give some. 3 cheers to Education Influence. May you grow exponentially. And let us all stay connected on LinkedIn. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sonia. That was really inspiring. Thank you for your words. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for Sonia, this is the time. She will answer them for you. Please, let me just put her, yeah, she's on spotlight. Okay, please, the question floor is open. Sonia is ready to answer them. Please.
I think I'm sharing quite a bit of things. My social media name is Sonia McGandhi. Type in Sonia McGandhi, and I'm on LinkedIn with the same name. I think I'm on Education Influence. We can stay connected.